You have not read the Bible. If I had $1 for every time that your God either killed someone directly or instructed someone else to kill someone, I'd be Daddy Warbucks. Here's a few examples, just a few. Genesis 7, God sends a flood to kill the entire population on earth aside from Noah and his family. 1 Samuel 15, God commands the slaughter of the Amalekites, including all of the children. Exodus 12, God kills all the firstborns in Egypt. Numbers 21, God sends venomous snakes to kill his own people. Genesis 19, God destroys Sodom and Gomorrah, killing everyone residing there. Exodus 14, God hardens the Pharaoh's heart for like the 5th time and causes the Pharaoh to go after the Israelites that he just set free. Then God drowns the Pharaoh and all of his army. Joshua 8, God commands the Israelites to kill 12,000 innocent men and women in the city of Ai. Numbers 31, God commands the slaughter of the Midianite men and the non-virgin women. God also commands the Israelites to take the virgin women for themselves. What a loving God. Judges 7 and 8, God commands Gideon and his 300 men to attack the Midianites and 120,000 men are killed. 2 Kings 2, God sends 2 bears to maul 42 boys to death. Number 16, God splits open the earth, swallowing up 3 men and their families. Also in number 16, God sends a plague to kill 14,700 people because the Israelites were upset with God for killing those 3 men and their families. God really said, oh, you don't like me killing people? Let me kill more people. Judges 16, God helps Samson kill himself and a bunch of Philistines along with him. Exodus 32, God commands the Levites to kill their brothers, friends, and their neighbors. 1 Samuel 6, God strikes down 70 people for looking inside the ark of the Lord. Some Hebrew manuscripts say 50,070, but my Bible says 70. 2 Samuel 24, God sends a plague to kill 70,000 innocent people as punishment for David counting all of the fighting men in Israel. Isaiah 37, God kills 185,000 Assyrians in their sleep. I could go on. Those are just the ones that I know off the top of my head. And please miss me with that, oh, but that was the Old Testament bullshit, because y'all certainly care about the Old Testament when it comes to the story of creation, Adam and Eve, Noah and the ark, the 10 Commandments, Moses, King David, and those few verses in Leviticus about being gay. Yeah, all of a sudden y'all care about the Old Testament then, huh? Plus, your own God says in Malachi 3 and 6 that he does not change, meaning he's the same murderous God in both the Old and New Testaments. This is probably one of the easiest videos that I've made, and it's not like that one Christian that I made a video responding to who somehow didn't know that there was rape in the Bible. Anyone with a brain who has heard of this God knows that he's a killer. Yahweh is literally a war god. That's why there's so many instances of him telling his people to go into battle and kill everyone. He's a bloodthirsty, murderous war god. What I'm struggling to find in the Bible, though, is this many instances of this God showing love. Christians are so convinced that God is love when there's little evidence of that in the Bible, but there's plenty of evidence that he's a killer and y'all are finding that hard to believe? I know the whole thing with Christians is like having faith and believing in shit that you can't see, but I didn't know that y'all were just blatantly ignoring evidence that's right in front of your face.